Hey guys, we're going to start lesson 1, session 2. We are going to develop an understanding of rounding to the nearest 10. The purpose of this session is for you guys to begin by rounding a 2-digit number to the nearest 10 using different models. This will build on and help you develop strategies for rounding both 2 and 3-digit numbers to the nearest 10. First, let us review. Use base 10 blocks or a number line to come up with this answer. Between which two tens does 27 fall? When we have an answer like this, we need to find 27 on the number line. 27 is right here on the number line. When we look at the numbers, the two tens that surround 27, we have 20 and 30. So the two tens that falls between 27 is 20 and 30. Let's practice this again. Between which two tens does 57 fall? 57 is right where my arrow is. If you look at the tens surrounding the arrow, 57 falls between 50 and 60. Now we're going to look back at 27. We know 27 falls between 2, 20, and 30. 27 rounded up would be 30. We round up to 30 because we count 3 spaces from 27 to get to 30. So it'll be 27, it'll be 28, 29, 30. When we round 57, 57 being closer to 60 than 50, 57 will be rounded up to 60. We're going to use this review to help us begin this lesson. We're going to try it, make sense of the problem. Allie records the time she spends doing homework. She rounds each time to the nearest 10 minutes. If Allie spends 37 minutes on her homework, how does she record this time? The first thing we need to ask is, what is this problem about? This problem is going to show us how much time Allie spends on her homework. What are we trying to find out? We're trying to find out if Allie spends 37 minutes on her homework, how much time would that be rounded to the nearest 10? And what information is important in this problem? The first thing that we see in this problem is that Allie is going to round each time to the nearest 10. So we will be looking at the tens in one place to determine how we round. Next, we know that Allie spends 37 minutes on her homework. Now let's solve the problem. Again, Allie records the time she spends doing homework. She rounds each time to the nearest 10 minutes. If Allie spends 37 minutes on her homework, how does she record her time? We have two number charts. We have a number line, then we have a number arc. We know that Allie spends 37 minutes on her homework. As we stated before, Allie spends 37 minutes on her homework. So we know that 37, based on this number line, is between 30 and 40. When 37 is placed on our number arc, we see that 37 is going to be rounded up to 40. Allie knows to round up to 40 because 37 is 3 spaces to 40, whereas it is 7 spaces to 30. Another way that can help us round to the nearest 10 is using a tens chart. We have our tens column here. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We see that 37 is between 30 and 50. We see these green numbers. We see that 35 is important because the fives place is the halfway marker between tens. And when 35 is important because it is the halfway number between 30 and 40. Knowing on which side of 35 the number 37 falls will tell you which 10 37 is closer to. As we look at our numbers chart, our hundreds chart, we see two numbers in red, 30 and 40. These numbers are important because the number 37 is between the tens 30 and 40. The importance of our green number 35 is important because 35 is the halfway point between 30 and 40. The position of 35 helps us round 37 because 37 is closer to 40 than it is 30. As we saw in the chart, we know that the halfway number between 30 and 40 is 35. 37 is greater than 35, so round 37 up to 40. Allie records the time as 40 minutes. We have used number lines, base 10 blocks, and the hundreds chart to round to the nearest 10. Now, I would like you to pick a strategy, either the number blocks, number lines, or a hundreds chart to solve the next problems. Question 1. Round the number 943. Number 1. The number 943 is between which two tens? Problem number 2. What number is halfway between these two tens? Question number 3. Is 943 less than or greater than the halfway number? Question 4. Do you round 943 up or down? Question 5. What is 943 rounded to the nearest 10? Question 6. Explain how to round a number to the nearest 10. The next question you will do, what is 106 rounded to the nearest 10? Show your work either using a hundredths chart or the base 10 blocks, or a number line. Question 9. Round to the nearest 10. What is a number less than 180 that rounds to 180? Our next question. What is a number greater than 180 that rounds to 180? And our last problem. Which numbers round to 640 when rounded to the nearest 10? 644, 645, 600, 634, 635, 649.